Okay, folks, welcome to the Contrarian Trader. Tonight I just want to focus upon two stocks. I was only going to do Amazon, the trade recap, but then I just got done watching Fast Money, and I just had to go over this chart of Marathon Oil, symbol MPC as well. So let's begin with our trade of Amazon, and you'll see that Amazon, since April, has been in a really strong uptrend. We went short of Amazon when it looked as if it was going to put it in a lower high right here on September the 21st. You see on that day that we had a bearish engulfing of the prior day's move, which is what caused us to get short of Amazon. Sure enough, the next day the stock collapsed, and we added to that position. A little bit risky on a gap down, which I wouldn't normally do. However, the trade I felt was still in our favor, so we pulled the trigger, and it worked out for us. You had an attempted rally on the 25th. It failed, and it broke down even harder, and that's where we began to take profits. So we began scaling out. We took about a quarter position off the table here. The stock began to rally, pulled back. We took another position off the table, and we held on to a small position, which we closed out today. We made a 27% return since the 21st of September on this trade. A really nice trade. I still think it's going to go down a bit further. However, we have a couple of things that are about to occur. One is that you're going to have some support coming here, a bit of buying. Two, you have earnings coming up on the 22nd. We are trading the now in the money put options on AMZN. I don't want to take the risk of losing any profits, so we booked profits today, and I believe that Amazon is going to go a lot further. So what I want to do is I want to take a look at the 30-minute chart, which is what precipitated the move today to close out the position, where you saw this bottoming tail hit the screen. You have your 50-period moving average. I'm going to take out the 150-period moving average, again, 30-minute chart, and that's going to put a little bit more pressure on the stock. We'll probably come back down, retest 244, maybe go down another dollar or so, and then rebound higher. So we're out of this trade right now, but the macro trade is this. When you take a look at the weekly chart, I believe that we are going to retest and eventually retest the lows seen back in July of 2012 on Amazon. I want to get long of the out of the money puts on Amazon and a bet that we're going to see this support level. We were up until today long of the 255 puts, which the last purchase was at $16.80 per share back on the 24th. We closed them out for about $21.50 thereabouts today. So I'm expecting to see much lower lows on Amazon. I like to see a rally into earnings, then put on a new short position and watch the stock head lower. I think Amazon made a big mistake by charging sales tax just so they could put new distribution centers in. I don't know what they were thinking, but I think it's going to hurt them. They're priced for perfection. I think there's a lot more downside to Amazon, and we will be looking to, once again, get short of AMZN. I will be sending out an alert. I will be discussing the trade setup for Amazon in future videos going out to members. So if you want to get those videos, please sign up for the 14-day free trial offer, cancel at any time, secure through PayPal. And here, just so you see, these are the alerts that I sent out to members, both getting long. Actually, this is from February. We traded this back in February. And this is our next opening position on September the 21st when we bought the 255 puts. So we went short of Amazon. And here is the record of email alerts to my members notifying them when we built the position, when we began to scale out of the position, and finally today when we closed out the position. And you can see a message on the 21st from fellow member Ben. his message to me, he's a character. I'm in. And then he sent me an email this afternoon. Ben, thanks for the heads up. I am out too. The 50-day moving average is making me nervous. The chart still looks weak on heavy volume. Hope to re-enter around the 250 area. Yeah, I share Ben's opinion that the stock is probably going to head lower, and we probably will get a rally on the stock. And I think 250 is a reasonable level to begin to look to get short of Amazon once again. Okay, so that's the story about Amazon. We'll be looking to short it once again. Let's move on to Marathon Oil. You know, I watch Fast Money. For the most part, I like the show, but sometimes their calls really piss me off. As a matter of fact, the Amazon call, going back to the 21st, the day I went short of Amazon, one of the Fast Money guys, his pick of the day was to get long of Amazon. See where you would be right now. I haven't heard anybody come onto Fast Money and say, you know what, if you bought on that advice, you should be out right now. No, you'd be stuck with a big loss. So fast forward to the day I close out the trade, and I love pulling up their picks. And this is a chart of Marathon Oil, Marathon Petroleum, MPC. Here's a stock that is breaking down. Look at the lower highs on the slow stochastics. A simply horrible day today. This topping tail here at 60.04 was your signal to get out if you were long. You should have had a trailing stop loss order, and you should have been out of the stock. We are now retesting support at 55. My guess is we're going to bobble around here a little bit and then break right down. Look at this volume. He's telling you to get long of MPC. It's his trade of the day to get long. And look at this down volume. The down volume rose well below yesterday's down volume. The prior day's up volume was telling you this is a blow off top. And when you have this type of volume in conjunction with a topping tail like this, this is the deceiving volume bar due to the fact that you have a lot of sellers in this volume bar, even though it's black and it's an up day. That's why these topping tails are indicators of the fact that there are sellers above. Never forget your price action. Never forget your volume action. So I think that Marathon Oil this time next week, we're going to see lower lows on. I would stay away from it. Look at this. This is this horrible action on these indicators. All choppy action. Let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. Here you go. Here's your, if you were looking at intraday charts, this is a signal flare. It looks like a signal flare, telling you to get out. You should have gotten out. When we pulled back, were you not out, and you saw this lower high at $59 per share, that was your second opportunity to get out of the stock. And especially when we broke down below 57.20, we entered a new intraday downtrend. And if you take a look at the candlesticks here, you have stiff resistance at 55.61. We closed below the 150 period moving average. Again, this is a 30-minute chart. Lots of volume came in at the close. Horrible action on the Stoch RSI. That's rolling over. Ultimate oscillator looks okay. And your stochastic is rolling over. Looks like it may try to put in a double bottom as it did here. So I would stay away from Marathon Oil. I think he's crazy for making that call, especially on national TV. I don't know what they think sometimes. It's not as if they're going to move the stock by making a pick like that. So I don't think that they're manipulating the stock or trying to. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I think they need to do a little bit more due diligence, or perhaps read a chart. Look at the chart. Charts don't lie. And that's it, folks. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a comment, positive, negative. Please, I can always use the feedback on how to do things better. Please subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this on my homepage, please enter your email address, get alerted to when I put out new videos, and please take advantage of my 14-day free trial offer, and know the next time we get short of Amazon. Folks, have a great trading week. Be careful out there. Lots of earnings coming out, lots of geopolitical risk. Be careful, and have a great trading week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.